This YouTube video was produced with the assistance of artificial intelligence. Specifically, the visuals were generated using ChatGPT, the script was composed using Claude AI, and the narration was synthesized using Edge-TTS. Physical. Definition: relating to the body, material things, or the natural world that can be seen and touched, as opposed to the mind or emotions. Collocation: physical activity, physical health, physical appearance, physical education, physical evidence. Synonym: bodily, tangible, material, concrete. Example: regular physical activity is widely recognized as one of the most effective ways to maintain overall well-being. The detective gathered physical evidence from the crime scene to support the investigation. Employees who engage in physical exercise before work tend to demonstrate higher levels of productivity. Physics. Definition: the branch of science that studies matter, energy, motion, and force, and how they interact with each other in the natural world. Collocation: laws of physics, study physics, quantum physics, applied physics, physics experiment. Synonym: natural science, physical science. Example: a solid understanding of physics is essential for anyone pursuing a career in engineering. The laws of physics govern everything from the motion of planets to the behavior of subatomic particles. She decided to study physics at university because she was fascinated by how the universe operates. Convert. Definition: to change something from one form, purpose, system, or belief to another, to transform or adapt something for a different use. Collocation: convert into, convert to, convert currency, convert a file, convert energy. Synonym: transform, change, turn, switch, adapt. Example: the company plans to convert the old warehouse into a modern co-working space by next year. You can easily convert this document into a PDF format using the software provided. Many homeowners are choosing to convert their heating systems to more energy-efficient alternatives. Concentrate. Definition: to focus all of one's attention or mental effort on a particular task, also, to gather or bring together in one place or to increase the strength of a substance. Collocation: concentrate on, concentrate efforts, fully concentrate, find it hard to concentrate, concentrate resources. Synonym: focus, direct, center, intensify. Example: it can be difficult to concentrate on your studies when there are constant distractions around you. The organization decided to concentrate its resources on the regions most affected by the crisis. She found it hard to concentrate during the meeting because she had not slept well the night before. Carbon. Definition: a chemical element found in all living things, fossil fuels, and many compounds, often discussed in relation to environmental issues such as emissions and climate change. Collocation: carbon emissions, carbon footprint, carbon dioxide, low carbon, carbon neutral. Synonym: no direct synonym as a chemical element. Related terms: CO2, greenhouse gas in environmental contexts. Example: governments worldwide are implementing policies to significantly reduce carbon emissions over the next decade. Switching to public transportation is one practical way to lower your personal carbon footprint. The factory invested in new technology designed to capture carbon dioxide before it enters the atmosphere. Revoke. Definition: to officially cancel, withdraw, or take back a right, privilege, license, or decision that was previously granted. Collocation: revoke a license, revoke permission, revoke access, revoke a decision, revoke privileges. Synonym: withdraw, cancel, rescind, annul, repeal. Example: the authorities have the power to revoke your driving license if you commit repeated traffic offenses. The university may revoke a student's scholarship if academic performance falls below the required standard. The board voted to revoke the manager's access to confidential company files following the investigation. Hypocrisy. Definition: the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform, pretending to be something one is not. Collocation: sheer hypocrisy, political hypocrisy, accuse of hypocrisy, expose hypocrisy, reek of hypocrisy. Synonym: insincerity, double standards, pretense, two-facedness. Example: critics accuse the politician of hypocrisy for promoting environmental policies while investing in fossil fuels. There is a certain hypocrisy in demanding honesty from others while refusing to be transparent yourself. The documentary exposed the hypocrisy of corporations that publicly support social causes but privately engage in harmful practices. Eventually. Definition: in the end, after a period of time or a series of events, used to indicate that something happens after a delay or difficulty. Collocation: eventually become, eventually lead to, eventually succeed, eventually realize, will eventually. Synonym: finally, ultimately, in the end, at last, sooner or later. Example: after months of negotiations, the two companies eventually reached a mutually beneficial agreement. If you continue to practice consistently, you will eventually see significant improvement in your skills. The heavy rain eventually stopped, allowing the outdoor event to proceed as originally planned. Psychology. Definition: the scientific study of the human mind, behavior, and mental processes, also refers to the mental characteristics or attitude of a person or group. Collocation: study psychology, child psychology, clinical psychology, psychology behind, psychology of. Synonym: behavioral science, mental science, study of the mind. Example: understanding the psychology behind consumer behavior is crucial for developing effective marketing strategies. She enrolled in a psychology course to better understand how people cope with stress and anxiety. The psychology of teamwork plays a significant role in determining whether a project succeeds or fails. Recover. Definition: to return to a normal state of health, strength, or stability after illness, injury, or difficulty. Also, to regain something that was lost or stolen. Collocation: fully recover, recover from, recover losses, recover data, recover quickly. Synonym: recuperate, regain, restore, get back, bounce back. Example: it took several months for the patient to fully recover from the complex surgical procedure. The economy is expected to recover gradually as consumer confidence continues to improve. The IT department managed to recover all the data that had been accidentally deleted from the server. Deterrent. Definition: something that discourages or prevents someone from doing something, often through fear of consequences or punishment. Collocation: act as a deterrent, effective deterrent, nuclear deterrent, crime deterrent, serve as a deterrent. Synonym: discouragement, disincentive, obstacle, preventive measure. Example: security cameras act as an effective deterrent against theft and vandalism in public spaces. Some argue that harsh penalties serve as a deterrent, while others believe they do not reduce crime rates. The presence of a strong military force has long been considered a nuclear deterrent in international relations. Essentially. Definition: used to indicate the most important or fundamental aspect of something, in essence, basically, when you consider the core meaning. Collocation: essentially the same, essentially means, essentially correct, essentially different, is essentially. Synonym: basically, fundamentally, in essence, at its core, primarily. Example: the two proposals are essentially the same, differing only in minor details regarding the timeline. What the report essentially suggests is that current policies need to be reformed to address inequality. The new software is essentially a more advanced version of the tool we have been using for years. Reinstate. Definition: to restore someone or something to a former position, right, or condition after a period of removal or suspension. Collocation: reinstate a policy, reinstate an employee, reinstate funding, reinstate membership, reinstate a ban. Synonym: restore, reestablish, bring back, return, reintroduce. Example: the court ordered the company to reinstate the employee who had been unfairly dismissed. After reviewing the evidence, the committee decided to reinstate the original funding for the research project. The government plans to reinstate the travel restrictions if infection rates begin to rise again. Addiction. Definition: the condition of being physically or psychologically dependent on a particular substance, activity, or behavior, making it very difficult to stop. Collocation: addiction to, drug addiction, overcome addiction, addiction treatment, struggle with addiction. Synonym: dependence, compulsion, obsession, habit. Example: social media addiction has become a growing concern among healthcare professionals and educators alike. The Rehabilitation Center offers comprehensive programs designed to help individuals overcome addiction. His addiction to caffeine was so severe that he experienced headaches whenever he tried to reduce his intake. Pristine. Definition: in its original, unspoiled, and perfectly clean condition, completely free from dirt, damage, or deterioration. Collocation: pristine condition, pristine beaches, pristine environment, pristine white, pristine beauty. Synonym: immaculate, spotless, unspoiled, flawless, untouched. Example: the national park is home to pristine forests that have remained untouched for centuries. The antique furniture was in pristine condition, as if it had never been used at all. Tourists are drawn to the island for its pristine beaches and crystal-clear waters. Withstand. Definition: to remain strong and undamaged in the face of pressure, force, difficulty, or extreme conditions, to resist or endure something. Collocation: withstand pressure, withstand heat, withstand criticism, withstand the test of time, withstand an attack. Synonym: endure, resist, bear, tolerate, stand up to. Example: the building was specifically designed to withstand earthquakes of significant magnitude. A good leader must be able to withstand criticism and remain focused on achieving long-term objectives. These materials have been tested to withstand extreme temperatures ranging from -40 to over 200 degrees. Divert. Definition: to change the direction or course of something, to redirect attention, resources, or traffic away from one thing toward another. Collocation: divert attention, divert traffic, divert funds, divert resources, divert from. Synonym: redirect, reroute, deflect, switch, turn aside. Example: the police had to divert traffic away from the main road due to a serious accident. The manager attempted to divert attention from the company's poor financial results by highlighting future plans. The government decided to divert additional funds toward renewable energy research and development. Long-term. Definition: occurring over, relating to, or involving a lengthy period of time, not immediate but extending well into the future. Collocation: long-term plan, long-term effects, long-term investment, long-term goal, long-term relationship. Synonym: extended, prolonged, lasting, enduring, sustained. Example: investing in employee training is a long-term strategy that ultimately benefits the entire organization. Researchers are still studying the long-term effects of the medication on patients with chronic conditions. Building a successful career requires setting clear long-term goals and working toward them consistently. Retrospectively. Definition: looking back on or relating to past events or situations, applying to or considering things that have already happened. Collocation: viewed retrospectively, applied retrospectively, retrospectively assess, retrospectively analyze, look retrospectively. Synonym: in hindsight, looking back, after the fact, with hindsight. Example: retrospectively, the decision to expand into foreign markets turned out to be the company's most profitable move. The new tax regulation will be applied retrospectively, affecting transactions made during the previous fiscal year. When viewed retrospectively, the warning signs of the financial crisis were far more obvious than they seemed at the time. Formerly. Definition: in the past, at an earlier time, used to indicate that something was the case before but is no longer true. Collocation: formerly known as, formerly served as, formerly belonged to, formerly employed, formerly used. Synonym: Previously, once, in the past, at one time, earlier. Example: the building, formerly used as a factory, has been transformed into a state-of-the-art cultural center. She formerly served as the director of communications before being promoted to vice president. The country, formerly known for its agricultural exports, has now become a major hub for technology and innovation.